Good afternoon and welcome to the Citizen FM News at noon. I am Lawrence Omoite. Bola Tinubu has pledged his administration's commitment to leveraging on the domestic utilization, processing and international export of Nigeria's massive gas resources as a transition fuel to catalyze the fundamental restructuring of the nation's economy. In a meeting on Friday in Abuja with the board and management of the Nigeria Liquefied Natural Gas Limited, the president affirmed that all encumbrances to the entrepreneurial progress and development of Nigeria's industrial citizens, as well as any further impediments to business practice in the oil and gas sector, will be swiftly removed to create more opportunities for Nigerian companies. Chairman of the board, His Royal Majesty King Edmond Dakuru of Nembe Kingdom, told the president that the frustration faced by non-governmental stakeholders in operations were being collectively shared with the government.
The visit was supposed to be a courtesy call, but you don't come to see Mr. President and not use the opportunity fully to also deal with other issues. And of course, to get the economy moving again is one of the top priorities of the program of this administration. So we, from our own parts, discuss issues that are related to reviving the economy. For us, just two words will describe it: security and gas supply. They go together. Handle security, that will unlock more gas to plants. We can produce at a higher capacity and we make more revenue. We pay our taxes, huge amounts of taxes, and dividend declarations. All that will have an upshot if we can tackle those two major problems.
The United Nations Resident and Humanitarian Coordinator for Nigeria, Matthias Schumal, says humanitarians on the front line in northeast Nigeria work each day to ensure assistance in assessing the vulnerable women and children in the area. He was speaking while making the World Humanitarian Day celebration an occasion to advocate for the survival, well-being and dignity of crisis-affected people and for the safety and security of aid workers.
Aid workers should all be kept safe, whether they are Nigerians or internationals. So, of course, I call publicly on behalf of the international community and in close coordination with government, not only for the release of those still being held captive, being kidnapped, but for safety of all humanitarian workers.
Permanent Secretary, Humanitarian Affairs Ministry, Dr. Nasir Gwasu, noted that the occasion of the 2023 World Humanitarian Day holds great significance within the realm of the humanitarian development peace nexus.
Strategies that we are evolving in resolving those challenges, they are multifaceted. And we have multiple partnerships with various agencies and ministries. And even in the ministry, we have about 8 programs that are channeling support in different ways to communities to alleviate those sufferings. And we are not only doing that now, we have a robust database that enables us to predict patterns that will evolve in the future.
Ahead of the off-cycle governorship elections in Kogi, Bayelsa and Imo States in November, the governors of the All Progressives Congress on Thursday met with the national chairman of the party, Abdullahi Ganduje. The governors, under the aegis of the Progressive Governors Forum, met with former Kano State Governor behind closed doors to discuss the winning strategy of the party ahead of the off-season governorship election. Governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, had emerged as the governor of the Southeast following a controversial Supreme Court order that sacked Emeka Ihedioha.
Progressive Governors Forum is a family. The family of the largest party in Africa, All Progressive Congress. We had our meetings, part of our consultations, and also used the opportunity to listen to our national chairman, who came to brief us on the activities of the party and the proposed reforms intended to carry out in the party. So it was just a family discussion. Part of our discussion, like I told you, was the briefing from the chairman. And inclusive is also preparation for the upcoming governorship election in 3 states.
Ebonyi State Governorship Election Tribunals in Abuja has reserved judgment on 2 petitions seeking to overturn Governor Francis Nwerufu's victory in the last election. The governor was elected on the platform of the APC. The People's Democratic Party and the All Progressives Grand Alliance, in their separate petitions, urged the tribunal's 3-member to annul the victory.
The parties have adopted their final written addresses. And as you can say, the issue of no qualification of the man returned by INEC is a very key issue. And one thing that is very, very fundamental is that they claimed that the man, Mufuru, that he resigned from PDP. And they tendered a document which they call the letter of resignation, which was admitted in evidence. But now you can see, as we demonstrated, that letter of resignation, which was completely an afterthought, was not signed.
It was impossible for him to have been sponsored by the All Progressive Congress without first resigning and vacating his office. If, on the other hand, he is purported to have resigned, then he ought to have vacated his seat. He never did.
But Governor Nwerufu's lawyer prayed the court to dismiss the suit for being unmeritorious. The lawyers argued that the governor, while serving as Speaker of the Ebonyi State House of Assembly, resigned his membership of the PDP and joined the APC before vying for the governorship primary election.
The APC produced the present governor. He was a member and he was sponsored by him. We are saying that it does not lie in their mouth to tell us who is our member. We are the ones that sponsored. They said he was not validly sponsored. The Constitution does not talk about valid sponsorship. And that if he was a speaker and never vacated his position as speaker, he was elected by his colleagues, not elected because he was a PDP member. So that is our simple position. And then the receipt was forged. Who forged the receipt? You can't tell us that our own membership cards and other things are forged.
The Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly, Blessing Agbebaku, has dismissed rumors about the planned impeachment of the state Deputy Governor, Philip Shaibu. Governor Godwin Obaseki and conciliable differences. The Speaker, however, when he addressed journalists in Benin City, urged the people of the state to disregard the rumors.
Today, I want to let the Edo people know that there was nothing of such. I am the presiding officer of the House of Assembly. I control the gavel. The gavel is like the AK-47 of the House. There was no time that the governor has called me to inundate me to say there must be an impeachment against the deputy governor.
Governor Obaseki, on his part, accused the deputy governor of scheming to succeed him as governor in 2024. He, however, said there was no time he instructed the House that there must be an impeachment against the deputy.
The positive things that are going on in the state, not news about people making trouble, crisis in Edo. There's no crisis in government, crisis in the House of Assembly. So those who benefit from creating crisis, causing crisis, and reporting crisis should.
And on the foreign scene, the World Health Organization says 51 new cases of circulating variant poliovirus have been detected in Nigeria from January to August this year, with the Northwest Zone accounting for 92% of the new cases. Spanning 15 local government areas, 47 of the cases are from the states in the Northwest Zone that are facing security challenges. And in sports, the Nigeria Professional Football League has announced a partnership with La Liga to train Nigerian players. The NPFL chairman, Benga Elegbeleye, stated that the partnership was born out of the need to make the Nigerian league more viable and also reward hard work.
You know, we had at the NPL board, we had an agreement with the La Liga club, one of the clubs in Spain. So I was there and I spoke with them and I discussed with them. They said they will be very ready to host the best of our Premier League players in Spain, and they will give free accommodation. So at least we can be responsible for how they get there. This will help our league, this will help our players, and at the end of the day, we'll be able to have those guys as Team B of the Super Eagles, so that also the Guavon will know that at least there's a back, a certain team that can play Shan, to know that we can have a team from the league that can go and represent us without moving around.
FIFA President Gianni Infantino said on Friday that the 2023 Women's World Cup is the best ever and has transformed the face of women's football in general. Infantino added that the tournament's success justified the decision to enlarge the tournament from 24 to 32 teams.
Some voices were raised, well, it costs too much, we don't make enough revenues, we'll have to subsidize. And our opinion was, well, if we have to subsidize, we'll subsidize, because we have to do that. But actually this World Cup generated over 570 million US dollars in revenues. We didn't lose any money, and we generated the second highest income of any sport besides, of course, the men World Cup at global stage. There are not many competitions, even in men's football, who generate more than $500 million.